the fire arrow, indeed all the arrows except for one, does razor sword damage, if I remember right. Wait, no, the arrows do level 2 damage, so it does 2 damage per hit, and then the fire and ice arrows here, well, the ice arrows do no damage, but the fire arrows do double arrow damage. And then we've got the super secret arrows that everybody already knows about, which do basically twice the fire arrow damage as well. Okay, so we've got... Come on. Gracias. Senor. There we go. Alright, we can move on. Okay, so yes, obviously with the ice arrows, we can freeze shit now. Freeze, motherfucker. Yeehaw! We can freeze the everything. Everything! For some reason I'm getting a lot of jumpiness. This is gonna make playing oh so easy. I know for a fact I cleared out... Yeah, I've still got... Wow. 66.6 gigs left. Alright, you know what? Oh. Game, you're gonna need to stop fucking with me. Like, now. If this keeps up, I'm just gonna pause and refresh the recording, because it's kind of annoying. Alright, so we've got the water flowing around a little bit. However, we don't want to continue on with that water stream for the time being. But now we want to come on up here to make things a little bit quicker. Why make things a little bit quicker by coming up here? Well, you'll see in just a minute. First things first, I need to take off my Zora mask because it's useless to me now, and we need to get over to that. Why? Because ice arrows, that's why. Yes, with ice and fire arrows, we can freeze those streams of water and subsequently melt those streams of water as well. You know, the stuff that Sense is made out of. I don't know why a lot of people find using this turnstile in the middle difficult. You just gotta do not even perfect timing, you just gotta have some semblance of timing. That's it. Okay, so this is gonna be the funnest part of all. The reason why I wanted to come in here is because, well, one, we got shit to do, but more importantly, the fairy in this room is notoriously the most annoying to get. Yeah, fuck you too, bitch! Now, why it's the most annoying? Because we gotta stand on these frozen platforms, which do melt over time, by the way, in order to get a clear shot to where we need to hook onto. And it's kind of annoying to figure out the exact placing you need to put it. But if you can get up here, there you go, another fairy. Alright, let's see if I can aim this right to where I don't even have to bother with other stuff. Whoops! No. Okay, let's try this one again. There we go. Alright, so like I was saying, you want to come on in here so that way you can turn on the green pipe. You don't have to come here immediately, I just like to, just that way, even though I'm not going straight to the boss, I have the option to do so. And now, I am 100% sure that there are no more fairies in here, just to be... Yeah, no more fairies. Well, let's get moving. Okay, so obviously with these new arrows, we can get to the door that I just told y'all we couldn't before. So let's go on and do so. Make it. Ah, so close. You will not cockblock me. See, told ya. Cockblocking is not in order. Okay, so yeah, obviously, ice arrows gives us just enough height to jump up. Where we want to immediately freeze this little bitch. Yeah, I can kind of see why people have problems with this, with this place, just because you've got to revisit areas. But is that so bad? I mean, if you're doing a 100% run, you're going to have to revisit areas anyways because you won't have the items necessary to, you know, get some of the stuff. And in this one, they definitely did it a lot more efficiently than in Ocarina of Time. Yes, I am knocking the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, even though I did say I like it. I do like it. I like it a hell of a lot. I do understand, however, that you do have to revisit several areas multiple times, which does make things a lot more difficult to take care of. But still, it's not that much more difficult. See? Easy. And then, of course, basic... Okay, I don't know why the GameCube decided to repeat that action, but whatever. Now, we are going to need the ice arrows. In this episode, since this is the last frog in the game, I will be going back to the first dungeon, completing that mini-boss, so on and so forth. And yeah, this is the basic thing. Oh, balls. Now you gotta be careful. If you freeze it while it's still reforming, you can potentially fuck it up. But 2 jump attacks with the Gilded Sword kills this motherfucker. And time to show off what the Donjiro mask does. You equip it, and it allows you to speak with these frogs. So, of course, like I was saying, I will be going back to the first dungeon to get that frog. I will be going back to the laundry pool to get that frog, and in the Southern Swamps to get that frog. The last frog automatically spawns after beating the second dungeon, so I'm going to obviously have to go back and fight Got again. But we're finally able to complete this side quest, and never have to bother with these frogs again. But that'll be something to take care of after this dungeon. In the meantime, we got more shit to do. Yeehaw, bitch. Okay, so we get stuck on a wall. Terribly. That was kind of weird. Alright, so after pulling those two switches, all we gotta do is then just kinda climb up and go back to the previous area. And I was wrong, viewers. I was remembering completely wrong. The dungeon with 2 items is the next dungeon. This dungeon doesn't have 2 items. See? Timing. That's all it takes. And he blows your mind again. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see on the other side, there's, let's see, 20, 30, about 34, 35 rupees you can pick up, but I'm just not going to bother because, well, why? And we are just about done with this dungeon as well. I think I may actually refrain from leaving this dungeon in order to pick up the Super Duper Special 15 fairy thing. Just because I've got a lot more hearts than what I did in my reverse boss order run. Just because it was a 3-heart reverse boss order run doesn't mean that I don't allow myself to pick up the double defense. Technicalities. Gotta love them. Now, if I do a minimal items run, that's gonna be fun. Because I'm gonna have to take this boss on with 3 hearts and no double defense. Anyways, when you go in there and flip those 2 switches like I just did, well, now we've got access to what most people think are 2 new areas at first, but really it's just the areas in reverse. With 1 new area. Just get your ice arrows at the ready, and there we go. That should be good. Actually, technically there are 2 new areas that appear when we're doing this, but that's a big who cares. There we go. Walking around on this big propeller can be kind of difficult. Booyah! Let's see if I can get this without having to... Yes, yes I can! Sweet! And there we go! I got the both of them without having to reset the room. Or, without having to reset the middle thingamajig of jiggy things. Fail! What's kind of funny is the fire and ice arrow, since they are kind of coded the same, if you shoot one, go into the pause menu immediately after shooting it, you know, before it makes contact with whatever you're shooting it at, and swap it out for the other one. sometimes it'll actually have the effect of the other one. Like, say, if I would have shot the ice arrow at that and swapped it out for fire, it would have the effect of the fire arrow. I find that kind of funny. Coding errors and whatnot. It's kind of hard to show off because of how rare it actually happens, but it does happen. It also equally has a chance of doing nothing whatsoever. I hate this one just because it's so annoying to get into here. That. And I am well on my way to getting the last of the stray fairies. There's one more in this room, then two into the boss room area. Now then. Don't want to activate that yet. Instead, you want to come over here. And miss your shot once again. See, watch this. Swap it over to the ice arrow. And occasionally it'll actually act as an ice arrow. Occasionally it'll act as no arrow whatsoever. It's kind of really hard to get the timing down pat. See, doing that, it does nothing. But still wastes the magic. You gotta basically pause it just as soon as... Nah, I did the timing wrong. Anyways, you gotta basically pause it just as soon as the... arrow leaves the bow. And so we got the water flowing. Now, I've had a lot of annoyances with this bomb shoe in the past. I'm just gonna bounce up and apparently just allow him to blow me up. Now, most people jump onto the platform to hookshot across. I don't do that. I'm too awesome. There we go. Because if you get up along here, you just run on across. Because fuck you, that's why. Where we pick up yet another sacred. Obviously! Hey, Chew. Give me some magic goo. And then we're back here. And really, it's just a simple matter of, well, following the water stream. Off things of whatever you are. Because back here is the last two fairies. There we go. And now for the funnest one out of all 15. This one, a lot of people have troubles with. As you can see, we gotta go into the whirlpool in order to capture it. Well, that can be kind of difficult if you're not good at timing. And you know what? I'm gonna give this boss a try without leaving the dungeon. After, you know, I get caught on stuff. May as well go on and get me some magic. Do you believe in the magic of a young girl's heart, viewers? How about the magic of a young boy's heart? How about the magic of the goths? Does anyone here believe in magic at all? If you do, then you should talk to Old Man Snitches, because he may want to chat with you about the Herodrum. Sorry, I can't do a Snitch's voice. I do, however, play Diablo and Diablo 2. Because I want to. Because it's a good game. Because they're good games, anyways. Oh yeah, bitch. Now, there are technically 3 ways to fight this boss. The first way is the Zora shield battle, which basically we're Zora, we're underwater swimming at him with our magic shield up. The second way is to shoot at him with arrows. Just remember that you cannot use ice arrows against them because they'll stop on the surface of the water, and fire arrows do absolutely nothing underwater. So they'd have to be regular arrows. And the third way is to use a mask we do not have yet. And so we meet the masked fish, George. Now I'm gonna try and shoot him a couple times with the arrows hoist. Now you gotta be careful whenever fighting him as human, because he'll not only jump up at you, but also kind of ram the arena. Apparently, regular arrows do jack and shit. And this is what happens if you get caught. He'll nosh on you for a bit, you can try putting up your shielding, but he'll still do a lot of damage to you. There we go. Nice, I actually got him. Now the reason why I don't like fighting this guy is just because of that. He has a real nasty habit of charging right for you, and when he grabs you, he does an automatic 2 hearts worth of damage. And considering he swims significantly faster than you, you're probably going to get caught a couple times. And look at that, I'm already down to 4 health out of my max health. And then I'm caught once again, because even though I've got my shielding up, he can still hit you. It's kind of bullshit. Sometimes though you can actually catch him immediately after it gets up, and holy oh god damn! Am I good or what? Exactly 1 heart left. Oh. Damn, I'm good. I can't believe I actually managed to do that without picking up a single health up or anything. And then we're back at full because his babies gave us shit. And so, more health. And that, viewers, was the hardest boss, the hardest and second hardest boss in the game, because there is one boss harder than this if you don't got a certain mask. If you do have that mask, then he's the easiest boss in the game, even easier than Odalwa. Okay, so after this cutscene, I will meet y'all back at the Snowhead, or the Mountain Village area where you drop off after beating Snowhead Mountain. So that way I can show off all the Froggies things. The only frog I don't think I ever showed where exactly it was in Southern Swamps, and it's really not all that hard to find. Just ride the boat cruise and keep watching your left. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Okay, so yeah, I'll go on and see y'all back at Snowhead Mountain after I go around and collect the rest of the Froggies. Because it's about damn time they gave us the ability to do this. See y'all soon.